Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Teofimo doesn't have the power or the chin at 140 pounds. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And Sandor has come out and basically stated in a recent interview that Teofimo lacks the power and the chin to be a top fighter and beat the best at 140 pounds. He states this is not his weight class. Regis Prograis can kill him. This is what he's saying. And when asked, hey, if Teofimo's going to stay at the top, is he an elite fighter at 140 pounds? No, he does not stay at the top. This is what he's saying. Teofimo is not an elite fighter at 140 pounds. And when you look at his, his power and his chin, you got to question those things. And you also have to question his skill set. This is the same Teofimo who says Sandor ran all night long. And that's why the fight looked the way it did. Well, here's the problem. You're supposed to cut the ring off, stupid. Your skills are supposed to come into play. You're supposed to cut the ring off against guys like this, and you couldn't do it. That speaks to your skill set, that speaks to your footwork, and that speaks to your adjustments. That's what that says, dumbass. Not only that, when you look at his power and his chin, first off, he didn't even knock out Sandor, likely because he couldn't cut off the ring. And not only that, this is the same guy didn't even knock out George Kambosos, a C-level fighter. I mean, let's just be honest and unbiased. And then when you look at his chin, you talk about Teofimo. This guy's been dropped by two non-punchers. He's been dropped multiple times in the fight against Sandor. And then he's been dropped at 135 by George Kambosos. Two guys who are not known as big punchers. Not only that, you look at a guy like Regis Prograis, who is likely next for Teofimo, who's a world champion, who's an elite fighter. And to beat a guy like Regis Prograis, you got to have a good chin. You got to have good footwork. You got to have a good skill set. And you got to have power. You cannot come into that fight doubting yourself mentally. You can't come into that fight against a guy like Regis Prograis doing any of those things or lacking the skills it takes to break him down and beat him. And you can't go in against a guy like Regis Prograis headhunting, hoping that's how you're going to be able to try to knock him out. Headhunting won't work against Regis Prograis. He's too skilled, he has a great chin, and he's throwing bricks back at your dumb ass. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.